Fierce fighting in the centre of Sirte as fighters try to bring the Gaddafi stronghold under government control. Let's get the latest from Tony Bertley, who's in Sirte on the front line. I believe that NTC forces say that they've cornered Muammar Gaddafi loyalists. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, there's a three-pronged attack going on, Jane, and a ferocious one at that, going from the south, from the west and from the east. And basically they've got a series of walls around Sirte, which have been built by the Gaddafi loyalists in the last 3 months. They've gone through 4 of those walls. Now one remains, and that's about 1.5 kilometres from the city centre. And we got to the very front edges of where the anti-Gaddafi forces are. We could see the green flags, and we could see the hits of the considerable amount of force that the anti-Gaddafi forces are bringing to bear on this attack. So they're pummeling these areas which they say are occupied by Gaddafi loyalists. I have to say there wasn't much return of fire. Maybe that's still to come, or it may mean that they've pushed further back towards the sea, but that's the only place they can go, is to the sea.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the concerns, isn't it, about what's going to happen as far as civilians still there are concerned. Many of them are trapped, they can't get out. I know that you've been to several hospitals and seen what sort of devastating position they and victims are in.
Yeah, we just don't know how many civilians are left inside there. We've been seeing some at the hospital yesterday, and they were taking shelter in the upper floors of the hospital. And they were telling us about, ferocious bombardments. We saw civilians who'd been wounded. A little boy who was 3 lost his eye. It must be hell in there for people who are remaining, because tank fire, rocket fire, mortar fire, it's raining down on that southern area at the moment. So it would be pretty unpleasant for anyone inside. We think there's something like 2,000 pro-Gaddafi fighters still in that area. We're not exactly sure, and they feel that maybe some close members of Gaddafi's family, maybe his son Mortasim and maybe his sister, are still within that area. But it's very unclear at the moment. But the fighting is taking on a new level now. They're pushing further and further, and they really mean to try and take the whole of Sirte by the end of this week.
Thank you for that, Tony Bertley.